Morning. Today is January 14th, 2018. It is about 8:45. Yeah. I was going to get up and go to the gym first thing, and I decided to try to sleep in, which is basically me falling asleep for a half hour, waking up, falling asleep, waking up. All it ended up doing was giving me a major headache. The disc I had replaced in my neck, if I lay my head, not quite perfect, then it causes a headache. So, headache and some pain in the neck. But I finally got up, rolled out of my truck. Can't say bed. Had my bulletproof coffee. Slowly had my bulletproof coffee. I'm just not in a hurry at all today. So I did my morning weigh-in. It's 294. I'll put the pic of the scale after this clip. So basically I went up like 2.3 pounds, which I'm attributing to the fact that, I've been lifting. I mean, my weights have slowly been increasing. So I'm basically just building my muscles back up. So I would love to say it's because I had Chipotle yesterday, and that just made me gain a bunch of weight. That's not the case. That's the one thing I like about Chipotle. Excuse me. I don't know 100% about Chipotle. I know at one point McDonald's owned them, but I think they sold them to somebody else. So that's about all I know. But when you go in and you watch them actually cooking the steak and the chicken, on their griddle and stuff, like, tells me that it didn't come straight out of a frozen package. It wasn't processed and everything else. As far as I know, all their ingredients are good ingredients, nothing processed. Except, maybe the queso sauce or something like that, which I didn't get. But, so it's not a bad place to eat. And they serve it up quick, but I'm sure cooking all that food isn't a quick process. So that's why I kind of picked them as my sort of cheater, meal, which really isn't much of cheating if it's still good for you, but whatever. But yeah, I just preferred that over like McDonald's. I don't eat fast food anymore. I stopped that a while back. Probably, I did have McDonald's probably back in the summertime, but before that it was like 2 or 3 years. The problem with it is, when I end up ordering a ton of food, because I know that ordering one meal is not going to fill me, and I'm going to be hungry again in like 20 to 30 minutes. And 2, I literally feel myself get depressed as I eat it, which is really sad. And then on top of that, me personally, I feel like crap after eating it. I don't want to do anything. Like I said, I'm depressed. And then the whole time you're thinking, all the calories and fat and everything else, grease that you took in, and then the amount of money you just spent to get that feeling makes you even more depressed. So that's why I don't do fast food anymore. And I've even told some of my coworkers, you know, when I work on a site with them and they're like, oh, I'm going to run up to Wendy's or I'm running up to Arby's. You know, you want anything? I'm like, no. You know? Oh, why not? Because it will literally make me depressed. Do you want to see me depressed the rest of the day? Are you serious? I'm like, yeah, dead serious. And, you know, a couple of them get it. The one guy I worked with, I told him that, and the next time someone else came up to me and he happened to be right there, he's like, yeah, don't get him that. You're just going to depress him. It's like, thank you. You know, you at least got the concept, you know. So, that's why I don't eat fast food. Subway, shoot. I could eat like 3 footlongs and feel hungry. First of all, they don't make them the way they used to. I used to love when they cut the wedge out of the top of the roll and put the stuff in. I just thought that was cool. You know, they don't do that anymore. The bread is flatter, you know, so it's not as filling, and it doesn't matter how much you cram on there. I eat a foot long, my stomach's grumbling like I, you know, ate a cracker, and that was it. So that and the price of the subs in this area is ridiculous. I ordered a foot-long turkey sub at Subway, which used to be like $4 to $5. It's like $8 here. I'm like, dude, there's not much to it. So that's why I gave up on Subway altogether. That, and I don't need all the bread. So, you know, you can go to the salad. You're spending just as much, but you're losing the bread, and you're even more hungry after you're done eating it. So it's a lose-lose on that one. But sorry about that. I don't know what the heck's in my throat. But, you know, and then you step up from the fast food to the regular restaurants, and like I said, in this area, it's ridiculous. I mean, my Chipotle yesterday was $10, and I didn't get all that much extra. Like, I did get the bag of chips, which was $1.45, but, you know, I didn't order anything extra special. And then I sat there and thought about it, and it's like, if I wouldn't have went there, I would have went to Fuddruckers, and to get, you know, one of their meals with a decent sized hamburger patty would have cost me $10. So that, and I would have had the fries, which I really don't need. So, you know, like I said, this area is just way too expensive. That's why you know, every time someone's like, oh, have you tried this place yet? You know, their food is phenomenal. I'm like, no, because A, I can't afford it. B, I don't feel like the dude sitting at a table for 4 by myself eating while everybody stares at me. And yes, I've had this before. You know, which is one of the reasons why I stopped eating out. Is, you know, I really don't care what people think, but it's annoying when you're sitting there and you order your food and all, and people keep looking over at you and, you know, whispering and all that. It's like, what? Yeah, I'm eating by myself, so what? You know, not everybody's lucky enough to have someone to be with. Get over it. So, and then you get the bill and you try to figure out which credit card you can put it on. That's always fun too. But, so yeah, I'm not even sure where I started on this. As you've seen in my other videos, I start off on a path and I forgot where I started. In real life, if I start off on a path, I can find my way back easily, you know. I don't usually get lost, and if I do, it's not for very long. So, but mentally talking, I get lost. I'm done. So that's, you know, right now I'm trying to decide whether I want to go to the gym or not. I mean, as far as I can remember, when I started actually working out at the gym, I worked out every single day up till yesterday. I don't remember taking a day off. I could be wrong. I mean, I'm not going to go back through every one of my videos to figure it out, but so I mean that'd be what, about 6 weeks. But I mean, it's not that I'm tired. I mean, I'm not tired by any means. I just not sure if I want to go today. But then again, I really have nothing else to do, and I really don't want to sit here at the office all day, because then I'll feel even worse for not getting something done. So I was almost thinking maybe go and then just not do the cardio today, or not do something. I don't know. I really don't know. I know I need to start studying for a certification for my job, which I'm not excited about, because it's not like reading a Stephen King novel or John Grisham or even a Berenstain Bear book. It's literally the most boring thing in the world. I think reading the dictionary is more fun. I mean, they could actually dummy it up some and get the point across a lot easier than what they do. I mean, these people get paid all this money to make up these, rules and codes and all that stuff. And they purposely go out of their way to make sure every other word is, 10 to 20 letters long and, as hard to pronunciate as possible, just to say something simple. It's stupid. And then the study material, I mean, you're looking at 500 to 1,000 pages just for the one cert. I mean, I took this certification twice. The first time I took it, it's an open book, which everybody's like, oh, open books are easy. Yeah, not with this study material. It's actually multiple books. I mean, you're talking about 6 different books or so. So basically what I did was I printed off all 6 books, so I had them, a big stack of my own. I even tried post-it notes to give myself little hints of where things are, and went in, and you got basically 3 hours to take it. I think it was either 60 or 75 questions. The one section has basically blueprints, like as if you're on a job site. So I mean, the first page or two basically explains, what your concrete specifications are, what your soil specifications are, what your rebar specifications are, the safety rules, blah blah blah. And then the last 3 or 4 pages is basically actual blueprints of what they're building. And the questions will ask you, what's the measurement between this and this, and then you're supposed to go through the blueprint and figure it out, which that part I don't have a problem with. I mean, I've been reading blueprints for over 8 years. That part's easy. It's when you get into the other questions. My problem is I overanalyze questions. Like, most people just read it and answer it as it is. Me, I read it and assume that it's a trick question every time, because going through school, they love to throw them trick questions in where they literally change one small little word which changes the whole meaning of the sentence to purposely screw you over. And that's why I got to the point that I overanalyze everything, to the point that instead of spending the 2 to 3 minutes I have on that question, I end up spending like 6-7 minutes, trying to narrow down the answer. And it's just ridiculous. But it was like the first time I took it, I went in, the guy giving the test was basically like a sub because the other guy was out. And, you got your study book with you, and he quick flips and says you're good, hands you your stuff, you do your thing. And I failed by one question. And it's like, really? Seriously? So I took it again. And the second time I went in, it was the normal guy that I'm used to seeing. And he flipped through my book. He said, "Oh, you seem to be missing these 2 books. Hands me 2 more books." And of course, the first thing out of my mouth is, son of a weep. I'm like, you serious? So at that point, you have to take the test, because if you don't, they get to keep the money, and you didn't try to take the test. So you take the test. I missed by one question again. And at that point, I went back to the engineer that gave me the study material. I said, "Dude, you're missing 2 books." "Really?" I said, "Yeah." He's like, "Which 2?" I'm like, "I don't freaking know. You figure it out." I said, "All I know is he flipped through it and handed me 2 more books." I said, "That's why I failed." At that point, I didn't attempt to take it a third time for 8-9 months now, just because at that point with our company, they'll pay for you to take it the first 2 times. Come the third time, it's on you. They take the money out of your paycheck. You don't get paid to go take it and everything else. And I'm like, all right, then I'm just not going to take it. So they telling me, okay, yeah, you got to take this by the end of December. And I finally went into the boss. I said, "Look," I said, "I'm not paying for the test. I wasn't given all the study material, which is why I failed. And if you go back in and you look in the database, it'll show you that I failed by one question both times, which means I didn't have my study material." So he's like, "All right, we'll pay for this test, but you got to take it on your own time," which, I still think is BS, but it's better than nothing. I mean, the test in the end only cost the company like $90, because they're sending multiple people. So, the institution that does it gives them a better rate. Now, if I were to do it on my own, I think it's like $250 to $300 on my own to do it. That, and you got to find your own study material, or you got to buy it, which would cost you even more money. So, some people, $90 out of their pocket ain't no thing. To me, $90 out of my pocket is, 1 to 2 little bills that I don't get to pay. So that's what I gotta, I gotta start studying for again. Which, I mean, the last 2 times, all I did was basically the night before I read through the 500 to 1,000 pages, and I like I said, didn't do bad for barely studying. I mean, most of it, well, some of it was, stuff I've already done on site and everything. Some of it, is tolerances, which after a while it gets a little difficult to remember the tolerance of every little thing on a job site, and most of it is visual. I mean, I go out to a job site, I can tell you if something's going to be good or not just by looking at it. So it's one of them things. It's like, dude that goes to college, reads all these books, and then he gets into the real world and starts questioning why you're not doing anything, as per the book. Well, it's because the real world doesn't work like a book. If you want to do a college experience, go out on the job site and actually do it on the job site. You'll learn way more than you're going to learn from that book. It's just the way it is. So, like I said, that cert I got to study for. I got a in-house, which is our company made their own sort of study guide and tests online that we take and stuff. So I got to do a practical with one of the engineers to show them that I know what I'm doing, which is more irritating to me than anything, just because it's like you're saying that I don't know what I'm doing by making me do this, which irritates the hell out of me. And you don't get anything extra for doing it. I mean, it's not like I get a pay raise for doing it. So certifications, you're supposed to get a pay raise, but I mean, we got guys that blew through 4 or 5 certs and didn't get anything. So it's just, it is the way it is, which is another reason why I'm trying to get out of here, is because I don't get paid anything and I'm way smarter than I get credit for. I mean, I got clients and other technicians that have been doing this stuff for 15, 20 years, and blows their mind when I'm like, dude, no, you gotta do this, 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 and this. And they're like, really? And it's like, you do it, and then they're like, holy crap, you know what you're talking about. It's like, duh, because I've done it. I didn't sit there and read a freaking book about it. It's like, I don't know. That, and I'm supposed to do another 2 certifications by the end of March. It's like, joy. And on top of that, I'm looking to get out of here. So I don't know how all that works. I know if you quit or get fired within a year of the cert, you're supposed to pay back the cert. So I don't know if transferring to another office, if I get stuck paying back the cert or not. Like I said, I don't know how that works. I can't afford to pay back certs. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with my job a little bit. Getting like no hours because it's winter time. The weather's been crappy. There's just not much going on, and I'm on light duty, which makes it even worse for me. I mean, I got tomorrow I'm supposed to go get samples off a job site. It's like 3 to 4 hours. It's like, okay, you're gonna give me more hours to get over 40 hours for this week, or or is this just a waste of my damn time? Once again, if you're not gonna give me over 40 hours, then give that work to somebody else and I'll do my own thing. That's all I gotta say. Nice thing is, the following week I got my doctor's appointment, which I'm pretty sure he's going to put me back on full duty, and then I just got to let them know that, hey, I'm not going to go out there and break my back again for you, just because he gave me full duty doesn't mean that I'm going to sit there and run my butt off like I did before. I mean, like I said, that's why I've been injuring the heck out of myself, is because I've been working my butt off like I'm used to doing, and it's getting me nowhere. So yeah, figure that out. What else? I mean, I can literally talk all day about anything and everything. I just know no one wants to sit there watching me talk for 60 minutes. That's another reason why I try to break up the videos and all, so you're not seeing me sit in front of the camera, just yakking away for long periods of time. I mean, I know this clip has already been way longer than I wanted. Then it makes it more difficult to upload it onto my laptop. It's a pain in the butt. Sometimes my laptop recognizes my phone, sometimes it doesn't. And then when you go to transfer off the phone onto the laptop, sometimes it doesn't want to upload it, and then you gotta go through the hassle of unplugging the phone, Xing out the screens and all that, plugging the phone back in. Some of my cords, they work like 1 or 2 times, and then suddenly it doesn't recognize my phone with that cord on the laptop. Like, I don't know how people do it. I really don't. I don't know if my luck is just that bad or what. It's like, how can I not just plug my phone into my laptop, drag and have it, download and be done? I mean, I don't know. Maybe everybody else has the same problems I have, and it's not just me, but I don't know. So yeah, I'm trying to get my mind to work. Oh man, I don't know. So that's where I'm at. I'll probably, end it here because I'm dragging this stuff out way too long. I don't know. So, like I said, weigh in 294. I'll put the pic after this. If I go to the gym, of course, I'll put down any cardio results. It's difficult for me to take pictures while I'm on a machine. I don't have a selfie stick. I'm not going to walk around with a selfie stick. It's bad enough watching some of these other people, sit on a machine for 10 minutes playing on their phone and not using the machine. I don't need to sit there with a selfie stick and have people think that I'm just taking glamour shots or something. And then trying to take pictures of yourself on the machine with the phone in your hand. It's like I get my face. That's the best I can do with my arm totally extended out. And I'm not going to stand in front of a freaking mirror taking pictures either. So, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know how all the other YouTubers do it. I know some of them set their phone down and have it pointed at them, but I noticed that when they go to lift, there's like hardly anybody else in the gym. Me, I go to lift, there's like hundreds of other people in the gym. So, if I tried to set my phone down and prop it toward me, all you're going to see is people walking back and forth the whole time. Yesterday, went to change machines, and one girl decided to do kettlebells right in the middle of a row of machines. And it's like you sort of sit there and wait for her to finish doing her kettlebell squats, whatever the heck she was doing. And when she finally finished, then I could walk past her to get to the next machine. It's like, that's not where you do those. There's a huge mat over there, and are you really that concerned about staring into the mirror to make sure you're doing it right? You can't feel whether you're doing it correctly. And I don't feel she was, but hey, whatever. I mean, she's the one with the great body, not me, so I must be wrong. But that's the thing. You go to use the machines, and there's not enough room down where the machines are to do the free weights. So you got people trying to work out near the machines, and it's like, okay, you're distracting me, plus you're making me nervous because it looks like you're getting too close to my machine, and I'm about to whack you with my machine. We have a whole huge room. Actually, we got 2 big rooms just for free weights. It's like, why don't you go choose one of those rooms to do the free weights? Drives me nuts. I don't know. Anyways, need to cut this off. So that's where I'm at. Like I said, if I hit the gym, I'll let you know. Any cardio I do, I'll let you know. Just know I'll let you know. So until then, see you later. Alright, just finished up at the gym. Leg day wasn't too bad. Went up in weights on a couple of the machines. As far as cardio, kind of forced myself to do an hour. Sort of didn't feel like doing it, but I know I need to do it. So lower back and sides, I did decent on. Added some weights, got those. Crunches, I did 300. So slowly going up on that. I mean, eventually I'll probably add weights to it, just so that I'm not doing, a ridiculous number. I mean, I used to do like 4,000 crunches, straight through, and it's all well and good, but just kind of dumb. So at that point, you're better off adding some weights and not doing that many. So, but right now I'm gonna head over to the store, grab some food. I don't foresee too much going on today, but you know, anything can happen, so usually something does happen. But let's see, I think that's pretty much it. Like I said, it wasn't anything too exciting. I will say this, you know, if you're in a gym shower, don't hawk and spit. No one wants to hear that crap. I swear, every single day I go in, get in the shower, and that's all I hear the whole time. And it's not like someone clearing their throat. Like, I get I get that. This is like it's like, come on, dude. You know, I don't want to spend 20 minutes in the shower listening to you, you know, hawking and spitting everywhere. Take that crap outside. The gym even puts up messages on their TV that says, if you're sick, keep your ass at home. I mean, seriously. It's ridiculous to listen to. And like I said, it's every single day. And I don't go the same exact time every day, so it's a different person every time. It's like, come on, man. Clear your damn throat before you get in the shower. Plain and simple, you know? I understand it's not a luxurious spa or something where I'm supposed to be relaxing in there, but I don't want to hear that crap. You know? Oh, man. I so attempted to go over, open up the dude's door, and ask him what his problem is. You know? That would be a scene. Two buck naked guys, you know, going at it because one, you know, is rude and can't respect other people not wanting to listen to him make a ton of noise. Oi. Oh yeah, and also when you're in a sauna speaking another language, you really shouldn't point at the person that you're talking about. I may only know English and broken up Spanish and broken up French and broken up Italian and, you know, one or two words of German, but dude, when you keep pointing at me saying shit, just say it in English. You know, I'm serious. Just say it in English to my face. Don't be a pussy. Say it out loud. I mean, seriously, either that or quit freaking pointing. I mean, I think the other dude sitting next to you understands that you're talking about me being the fact that I'm the only other person in there. You know? Why are people so rude? You know? I mean, he could have been complimenting me. I don't know. Maybe he's like, oh man, I wish I had a beard like that. But I don't know this because he's talking in our language just pointing at me. Quit being rude. Say it in English. Look at me and say, hey dude, I love your beard. You know? Or hey dude, you got an ugly face. You know, I'll respect you more for you saying that out loud to my face. Because I'll look at you and say, your mug ain't so pretty either. Plain and simple. But don't sit there pointing at me the whole time as you're talking, you know? I mean, I'm not stupid. So yeah, there's my little rant. I guess I'll have to note that there's naughty language in this one. I don't know, I just wasn't feeling it when I woke up and came to the gym and was trying to you know, get my head on straight, and it didn't work. So I guess I'm just in an agitated mood now. But oh well, I'll try to get over it before the next little clip. So until then, have a good one. How's it going? So basically after the gym, I went, picked up some groceries, came back to the office, made myself lunch, which ended up being around 3:30 that I had lunch. So, and then I watched a couple videos on YouTube and ended up getting in Allie's chat room, talking to some people in there. Time kind of flew by as I was doing that, didn't even realize. So not too much happened this afternoon. Tomorrow I got a job to do in the morning, not very long. It's gonna be like 3-hour round trip just to drive there, and then it'll probably take about a half hour to do. So it's just a little annoying. I'll probably go to the gym first, see what I can get done, and then go and do that. And then if I feel like I need to, I'll go back to the gym. It doesn't matter. But other than that, like I said, not really too much going on this afternoon. What else? Yeah, that's pretty much it. So not an exciting afternoon, which isn't always a bad thing. I mean, I'd take a boring afternoon over something ridiculous happening. So just trying. I could have swore there was something I wanted to say, and for the life of me, it just not coming. You saw my little rant earlier. That's actually the calm rant. I can go on some pretty heavy rants, so I will every now and then. I'm not gonna try to go overboard. You won't hear me talk about politics. I don't talk about politics, religion, or usually I don't talk about money, because I never have money anyway, so why talk about it? So, but I hate getting into politics and religion. I know enough to hold my own, but everybody's got their own beliefs, so, you know, and I'm not trying to take anybody's belief away from them, and I feel that people shouldn't try to take mine away from me, so just kind of leave it at that. So other than that, I'm gonna probably end this video early. My rant went longer than I expected, so I'm sure you guys are happy to get past that point. But I guess until I see you guys tomorrow, just remember, you be you, because in the end, you are awesome. Thank you.